Hello. I just realized I did not tie this off. We are back at my desk tonight. I'm hoping that my light is not going to do that weird flashing thing again. So let's all hope for the best. Okay. So let's work on our last little hut tonight. Let's see. I'm trying to decide. Where to put my hoop stand. I guess I could do it there, huh? Okay, hold on. Let me move my iPad. I was thinking that was gonna get in the way, but it's not. Okay. How is everyone's little houses looking? This is our last one. Well, I kind of called this a building, but you know. Hello, Lisa. Okay. I had my iPad out because I could not remember what colors. I can never remember what colors I choose for things. I always have to look it up. All right. We've got turquoise and pink. All right, so we're gonna kind of keep it simple and just do, I'm gonna let you do kind of whatever stitches you feel like you want to do or need to practice. I'm gonna do a satin stitch down here, and then on the top we can do a chain stitch. We haven't learned that yet. So I'm gonna keep the building simple. I do think I'm gonna do it vertical though, because I haven't done a vertical satin stitch yet. So feel free to do vertical or horizontal or do a split stitch if you're wanting more practice with that. I'm gonna kind of leave that up to you for whatever you need practice with. So we're gonna use our 38-48. Giselle made it live, yay. I still have a scrap piece, so I'm gonna use that. But we're gonna use 38-48 and our pink, which is 776, whoops. And our lighter brown, which is 420. And then just a little bit of the gray, which is 3023. We're not going to get out every single color like we did yesterday. Thank goodness. That got a little bit nutty. Okay. Let's start with our turquoise. All right. I'm going to do 3 strands, but only because I have 3 strands already pulled. And it's a fairly long piece. So there is no reason for me to cut another piece when I already have a piece that will work pretty well. Hold on. I can take this Band-Aid off. This other project I'm working on keeps stabbing me. My needle keeps stabbing into my thumb because of how I'm using it. And I don't like thimbles, so I don't use them. So you could use 3 strands, you could use 4 strands if you have 4, if you have a scrap piece, whatever. 3 strands just means I'll have to do an extra couple stitches just because it's not as many threads. It doesn't cover quite as much, but we're not too worried about that. So let me zoom in a little bit. All right. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of stitches for this one. I'm looking at how skinny that is and I'm might be regretting my decision. Not even the sticker ones. The sticker thimbles, I forgot about those. I have some. I'll have to try that later. I usually just grab a Band-Aid because they're so simple, but I do have some. There's these little stickers. They're little circles that can be used as like a thimble, like on a sore spot. I wonder if I have them right here. I'm trying to think. I haven't used them for a long time. Lisa loves the leather dots as well. Gosh, I'm trying to think of where mine are. I mean, I could stop stitching and look for them, but that seems silly. I know I have some though. I'll share them in my stories later. If anyone's curious, I'll find them and share them because they're cool. All right, so now we've got the side. So we're just gonna come right here and do above the door. I bought a set that came with extra little metal that adheres with a sticker. Oh, so it's like the sticky dots, but it has like metal on it? Or like the metal piece has a sticky piece that sticks to you. Because the dots are like little pieces of leather that are sticky. Oh, those were too close. Or that wasn't close enough. Yeah, it's the same size as the sticky dot, but it's metal and it came with the sticky dots. That is so cool. Because sometimes it would be nice to have something that's like hard to help push a needle through. My problem is like with this project is that I'm pushing pretty hard like this to push my needle. Or when I'm pushing, yeah, like when I'm pushing my needle up, I'm pushing like this and then it like keeps getting caught in that little part of my thumb. So Amazon had available at the time and I was originally looking for the leather sticky ones, but it was a weird set that they had a variety of it. A variety in it. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen those. But now I want to go looking. Because at one time, I was working on a house last fall and it was killing my fingers. Like my fingers were shredded. And I was desperate for some relief. And so I was looking at all the different thimble options. This might be too far over, but let's see. Oh no, that's good. So we just went right around that door. One more on the side of this window. I have enough to finish like up above this window and then I'm gonna have to get more thread. Oh, maybe not. Sometimes I feel like I have less thread than I actually do. I didn't draw very straight lines this time. Whoop. I feel like I'm not stitching on my lines very well. That's okay, because look how straight this line is. So good. close though. Okay, I'm gonna go over, let's see, follow this line, come up here. Okay, so this has it coming at quite an angle. I think I did it a little too angled. So I'm gonna move this out just a little bit so that it doesn't end up looking weird. The perfect stitch line, yeah. Thanks, Lisa. Okay, because I wanted to come back down and do below the window, so I just did a stitch from here to here, and then I came over here and did this one down, and then I'll come back over here. Actually, this could use one more stitch between these here. That's looking not quite full enough. Kind of stitching all over the place. My bottom line's not going to be as straight as that top one. I don't know why I stitch so much straighter if I stitch from the bottom to the top. I don't even know why. But if you find you stitch straighter one way than the other, then do it the way that makes more sense. Even if you have to waste a little thread. I'm kicking myself right now. But I've committed to it. Okay, I think I can do one more and then I gotta get some more thread. Okay. Can't find my scissors lately. I know I have scissors. I have like 13 pairs of scissors. Oh, there we go. And I have struggled to find them lately. I need to like go through my project bags and like gather them all up. Because sometimes I can't find one, so I'll just grab another pair. And now they're scattered. Problem when you have too many pairs, you just kind of do whatever. All right, so let's get 3 strands again. But these scissors, I think these ones are from Hobby Lobby. Whoa, they look really big zoomed in. Whoop. These are one of my favorite pairs though. They cut so well. I think they're from Hobby Lobby. And they are fabulous. Oh, did I tie this? I got chatting and forgot what I was doing. Anyways, they're one of my favorite pairs. Like that are cute and functional. Sign me up. Sign me up for cute and functional. See, it's a little bit crooked. Shoot. I should have drawn straighter lines. A house by the ocean might not be super straight though, right? Lots of sea air. It might be tipping over a little bit. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so there's our turquoise. Cute little house. All right, let's tie this off and then we will learn a new stitch. Are you guys ready for it? This is one of my favorite stitches. Okay. We're gonna do a chain stitch. Now this is the roof. You can use as many strands as you want, but again, I have a piece that's already cut that's a good length. So I'm gonna go with that. This one is 4 strands. Now you can do this vertically or horizontally, whatever you want to do. Tonight I'm going to teach you how to do a regular chain stitch, and then another day I will teach you a reverse chain stitch. So if you're doing this and you hate it, just know that another day I'll teach you the other way to do it. But I think it's important to know how to do both. So we're gonna do both. All right, so I'm gonna kind of come off the edge a little bit because this is our roof. I'm gonna do mine horizontal all the way up, lines of it. So what we're gonna do is go up and down in the same hole. Now remember that we have a knot there, so I kind of have just like a tiny bit separated. And I usually, from the back, I'll hold that knot kind of out of the way so that I don't grab it. And what we're gonna do is keep this little loop open, or you can hold it out of your way because it kind of is in the way. But we're gonna come up into that loop like this, and then we're gonna pull that snug. Now, the tighter you pull it, the less loopy this is gonna be. So if you pull it really tight, it'll be a lot flatter like this. But if you don't pull it quite as tight, then it will be a little bit more open and more like a loop. So depending on how you're feeling. With a roof, I want it a little bit tighter so that there's not a whole lot of negative space in there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we went up inside the loop and we're gonna go down inside the loop as well. So just like we did at the beginning, we're gonna go up and down in that same hole and create our next chain. So I'm just gonna move this out of my way because then I can see where I'm coming up. And then we're gonna pull that snug. So it's just like a chain. Once one chain goes, they all go. So we've pulled it snug. Now we're gonna go back down inside of this chain. If you leave this open enough, you could probably see around it. And we wanna make sure that these chains are all about the same length. See, that one was a little bit smaller. That's okay though. Then we're gonna go back down inside of that loop. Then we have this cute little roof texture. I snagged my thread right there. Hold on. See if this makes it worse. Nope. All right, so this is our last one. So I'm gonna come over to this edge. We're gonna finish it very similar to what we've been doing. We're gonna come up inside the loop, pull it snug, and then instead of going down inside the loop, we're gonna go down just on the other side. So we're just creating like a little stitch that is gonna hold down that very last chain. Okay, so you can kind of see it. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more. Yeah, you can see there's just like this itty bitty stitch just over the top of that loop right there. That's what's gonna hold it down. Okay, now with this, do we want, this is a question you have to answer for yourself. Do we want all of the chain stitches going the same way, meaning we come back over here and start again and work our way this way? Or you can come up here and we'll work the chain this way. So then every other row, you'll have one going this way and then one going this way, and they'll just alternate. So depending on how you want yours to look, you kind of have to decide what you want to do. So I'm just going to go the other way because why not? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay these like bricks. So I'm coming up on this roof line, but it's kind of in the center of this chain. So if I come up here and go down here, but then I come up in the middle of this stitch, then they'll kind of lay like bricks, almost like shingles. And then we'll go back down, and then when we come up, we're gonna come up in this like we did before in the middle. Now you could have them lay parallel as well if you wanted. That's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. I think it's creates a fun texture to do them offset like this, but this is yours, so you do it how you want. Come up there. And then we'll tack it down on the other side of that loop. And we've got our 2 rows. See how, I mean, it doesn't look super different, but you can see like that these ones go this way and that this one goes this way. It's like a really subtle difference. And we're just gonna keep working all the way across this. I gotta change my angle, hold on. I'm having a hard time seeing up that way. Okay, so that is a big stitch. The reason why I want to teach you both chain stitch and reverse chain stitch is I think that when we're laying chain stitches like this, one on top of the other, that doing the regular chain stitch is easier. So when I teach you the reverse chain stitch, it will be not around other stitches. This might be too zoomed in, I feel like. Okay, I think I'll just do one more row and then I'm gonna let you finish that on your own so you're not just like watching me stitch this forever. And we will work on the rest of this little house. All right. Plus I'm about to run out of thread, so it's a good time. It's a good time to do something else. All right. Kind of looks like a cupcake. I'm never going to be able to unsee that one. All right. Hold on, I'm just going to get this thread out of the way. Okay. So let's do our door and our window and our ladder. So the window, we're just going to do the same as we did with the snack shop, and we're just going to outline it. So I still have 4 strands just left over from yesterday. So we're just going to use that. And just stitch around this real quick. I'm trying to come up in that same hole. It's having a hard time finding it. There we go. All right, that is it for the gray. Just that little bit, right? Let me just double check, make sure. Oh, I had it as a plus sign that I didn't draw. Hold on. Let's put in a window pane, I guess. Normally I would do the plus sign first, because now I'm trying to go like around these stitches that I've already put in. So if you haven't done yours yet, do the plus first, make it a little easier on yourself, and then outline it. There. Okay. So yesterday I was talking about mixing colors for your door. I'm gonna do that today, just so you can see what I was talking about, in case you want to do it. So we'll do our door. Let me just get out my browns. I gotta grab the 898. Hold on, it's in my bag. So when I am using 2 of the same color, I pull them both out, unless I already have some cut, but then I can cut them to the same length. Or if I had like some of the 420 already cut, then I would measure the 898 so that it's the same. But I didn't have either of them cut, so. All right, I'm gonna do 3 strands of the 420 and 1 strand of the 898. Because I don't want too much of the dark brown in there. I just want a little bit, just to give it a little bit of fun. All right, so we've got our 2 pieces of thread. We're just gonna get them so that they line up to put in our needle. Hold on. And then we'll just tie the ends like normal. It's just like using one color, but you're using 2. All right. So I'm going to do just a regular satin stitch on this as well, which I already did for the house. I'm just gonna finish it up with some more vertical satin stitch. You could do this horizontal, or you could do a split stitch. A split stitch would look really good too if you're using 2 colors. So if you're wanting to do that, I say go for it. It might look a little bit more natural than what I'm doing. Pulled in a little bit of my tail there that I'll get out in a second. But see how that just changes that color just the littlest bit. Just a little bit of a pop. All right, and I'm just gonna finish it with a little doorknob. I'm gonna wrap mine twice. When I'm doing a French knot on top like that, I usually split one thread coming up and split a different going down so it doesn't create like a little pocket. Otherwise it ends up like creating a little gap, which we don't want to do. And normally I outline the bottom of the door as well, but we're gonna go in and do like the deck and stuff. So I'm just gonna leave that. And then that is bugging me. I already have this in my needle, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the ladder with this same color instead of changing out colors. So I'm gonna come and do like we did with the lifeguard, and I'm just gonna do 1 straight stitch. And then I'm gonna come over here and do 1 straight stitch going up. And then to kind of hold those down, these vertical or these horizontal stitches will just kind of hold those down. So I'm just gonna go across both of them. Oh, my needle, my thread fell out of my needle, hold on. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to finish this. We'll see. Oh man. So that will help hold down these vertical stitches because they are just a little bit long. Okay. So cute. All right, let's tie this off. And then we can do the railing. Okay. Oops. Stuck to my finger. Okay. I'm just gonna use the rest of my 420 that I cut. So it's 3 strands. You could do a mix. You could do the dark brown if you are feeling that as well. Okay, now these will be a little bit long if, I mean, not terribly long if you don't want to, if you want them to just be like that, you totally can. I'm just gonna do like halfway up and just do 1 split stitch, just because I feel like sometimes threads that long, they just don't lay flat very well. So I would rather be a little cautious and just have that 1 split there in the middle. And then we're gonna come up here and we're gonna do some little slats for our banister, is that the word? Some slats for the, what is the word I'm thinking? Railing, that's the word. I'm just gonna do 2 on this side. Whoops, that was crooked. Oh man, I'm pulling threads. I've got that knot right there and it's pulling that tail through. This is the only problem I have with tying knots, is that you like pull the tail through occasionally. I mean, I can just pull it right back. It's not a big deal, but it's annoying. I'm just gonna trim it so that I will stop seeing it out of the corner of my eye. Okay. So as much as you can, try and make these straight. Because we're gonna do like a railing on top of them. So you want them to all land on the same line. All right, I'm gonna come up and do 1 more. I ended down here, and normally I would go here and go up, but I'm gonna come down so that I can come up and do my railing across. Trying to plan ahead there. And I'll just go straight across these, go down, and then I'll come up here and go across these 2. That's not straight. I'm gonna come down just a tiny bit. And then I'm gonna go all the way across the bottom. And then this is gonna get hidden behind the surfboard, so I'm just gonna come here. Nope, that's not straight, is it? Hold on, that's not right. Okay, I can't come back up here because that's where I went down. So let me just measure right there. So we're gonna come up here. What, buddy? Oh, they're home. I did not draw this one in the right spot. But you could also draw like, or you could do 2 more in there because like for like the back stilts. If you wanted. I'm not gonna do that. I don't wanna do that. Back up, back up, back up. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then the surfboard will be like on top of that. So if you want to do more, you totally can, but I'm gonna leave it there. All right, so finish this and then the rest of your house. Tomorrow we will work on these. I will finish drawing this chair. I still haven't done it, but I will. So I will finish this and then I will post a picture of my story so you can see it and have fun. I can't wait to see them. Let me know if you have questions and I will see you tomorrow in the afternoon. Thanks for coming. Bye.